Hi there, Gemini. It's Maria from the Tarot Shop here, and this is your reading for the month of July. As I did last month, I'm going to give you a crystal card, so you'll carry that crystal energy with you through the month ahead, and also I will take your tarot cards. So I'll pop the details in the description to let you know which cards I'm using, which decks I'm using. So if it doesn't resonate, then also, as I always say, check out your moon and or your rising star signs, because you may find that that's where you're connecting energetically this month. I tried to say too much then, and my brain was running 1,000 miles an hour and I couldn't quite catch up with myself. Okay, so you have the Jet, which is I'm protected. I filter out negativity by walking in a shield of light. So if you've got this card, one of the things you can do is imagine, as well as having that energy come through with you, you imagine yourself standing in a light or a bubble of light. And let's see why they're giving you extra protection this month. Okay. Gemini. It feels like you need to stand up for yourself with something. Goodness me. Okay, so Gemini, you are about to begin a significant chapter in your life. When you have the Fool, you're beginning something. It's starting something new. And it's about hope, trust, faith. You're looking forward, not back. And you're moving forward from the past. So it's an emotional thing. So there's a shift that goes on with you in the beginning of the month where you aren't harping on back to the past. You know, you're not, they say, don't they, we have 1 foot in the past, 1 foot in the past and 2 feet in the future. And that's how we kind of progress through life. Well, actually, in July, something significant happens here at the beginning of the month. When you have the major arcana like this, the Fool, it's the person is changed. So come the end of July, you're viewing your life from a different viewpoint. Something shifts. So you've got the Fool. I love the Fool, actually. It's about adventure and fun and about trust and faith and hope and all those beautiful optimistic feelings and actions that you can have. So you're starting something new. And it's about moving away from the past. So you're kind of, the nostalgic aspect of you of looking in the past is what you're moving forward from. Okay, and then you've got a nice social thing coming on at the beginning of or I would say at the end of the second week, like a weekend. It feels as if it's a weekend and it's a lovely party and a gathering or some social event here that's happening for you, Gemini. And it's significant because it allows you, the King of Swords is to take ownership, to have your say, to come across as being really, take responsibility in some way or another. So it's about shifting from this place in the past to where you move into the future. And actually, you change your mind on something. You take responsibility for the way that you have always thought about something. So some sort of like significant shift in your way of thinking happens in the middle of the month during this whole time of social gathering or whatever. It's a significant event that happens in the middle of the month. Well, towards one weekend in the month. And I might be slightly out on the timing, but it's definitely there at a weekend. And it moves you forward. It just literally propels you, like, now it all makes sense. And you realise that actually an awful lot of this came from you. Now, you then move on to where you begin to see things in a very optimistic light, because you've shifted forward after this meeting, this gathering, where the King of Swords is, says, right, okay, I'm going to, stand up for myself. I'm going to move forward. I'm getting this clarity situation here. I'm going to make things change. It starts with me. Feels very Mercurian. So it's around the character of communications. So how you communicate effectively. And then you've got the Six of Wands, which says, right, okay, so Six of Wands is about victory. So it's about achievement. It's about moving forward. And look at this gorgeous thing here. So you've got the Three of Pentacles, which is the minor, it's like, we call this the apprenticeship card, but you see, he's basically, it's about money and about earning money. you are allowed, you're about to start something, or you're about to put something out there in the world that has the opportunity to bring you another stream of income. So, for example, you could do a craft, or you do something like a hobby, and the hobby allows you to create an income or get noticed. It's not at the stages where you're going to start getting paid off for it. You know, it's not like it's not overnight success or anything, but you are actually able to get noticed in somewhere. You can see they've stopped and they've noticed that this is, oh, look at this beautiful work. And so they look at contracts. They say, well, how many can you do? And so it's about a hobby that can become something later, you know, not right now, but later. And there's victory around that as well. So I feel that it's a really significant month for you, Gemini. You are moving into, I want to say, into different in different circles. That's what it feels like. You're moving in different circles. Now, there's fear here about moving forward and moving away from the past and all these sorts of things. And that's why you have this. So it says, I am protected. I filter out negativity. I want you to also understand as well, and I do get this sense here, when you get this protection thing, it's because sometimes there's a little bit of jealousy around you, and maybe somebody from your past may not want you to move forward, may not want you to, you know, discard that is what the past held and actually move forward. So it's quite an emotional shifting month for you, Gemini, and I hope that that's made sense to you. As I say, I always say, if it doesn't then resonate, then if it doesn't resonate for you, then it's not for you. It's just the tarot cards are giving a message here, and you can check out your moon and or your rising signs to see if there's a message for you there instead. Okay, so that's it, Gemini. Thank you very much for your time, and happy July.